Hi guys, it's your girl B Michelle and I'm back at you with another video using some clearance items from Walmart. So I've picked up these sconces the same time I picked up the lamps from the last video, and these sconces were $11. I think the regular price were 19 something like that. So I'm just gonna give these a different look by adding some paint and some bling. So the paint that I'll be using is this Rustoleum Blossom White. I'm just going to be using items that I already have at home. Considering all the things that's going on in the world, I know you guys are tired of hearing everything, but yeah, I'm just going to start doing the things, using the things that I already have at home. And if I have an opportunity to get out to get other things, then I'll do that. But for now, I'm just going to be using things that I have. So I painted them white, and I already had these gems on hand. I got these gems from Michael's, and I also had some of these rhinestones from Hobby Lobby. So I'm using the biggest gem as well as the next size down gem. There's like assorted gems in that particular package from Michael's. I think it's like maybe 5 different shapes and sizes. So I'm using the bigger gems on the top and the bottom loop. And then I'll use the next size down on the other smaller loops. And that's all I'm doing is just using some hot glue. If you have these items at home, if you want to do it, if you wanted to make these last longer, you may want to use a stronger glue, but the hot glue works just fine for me. So that's all I'm going to be using is the hot glue, and just putting a dab of the hot glue on the metal itself, and then just sticking the gem on there, and it works pretty well. And for those of you that may be forced to stay inside during these times that we're in, this may be a great opportunity to help pass the time if you have some items on hand to do some crafting. Whereas in the past, when you're busy doing work life and everything else, you may not have had time to keep up with some of these things. But this is opportunity for you guys to help keep your sanity and help with keeping the time going. So this is opportunity. I, on the other hand, still have to go to work because I work in healthcare. But I just try to do this whenever I'm off. So I'm considering taking a leave from work because, working in healthcare, I know that's what we signed up for. I don't actually have to deal with patients directly because I work in medical billing, but I'm actually considering taking the option of just using my time and get paid from the time that I have, and taking off work, because working in a hospital, I still have to come in contact with a lot of, not directly with patients, but still in just passing. Since this is an airborne illness, you know, I just we all are at risk when we go to work, and we're just doing our jobs. But whether we have direct contact with patients or not, we have direct contact with other coworkers, and unfortunately, when you're working on your job, we don't have that luxury of having that 6 feet of distancing between your coworkers, and you don't know where your coworkers have been. So, and some of them still want to travel and do other things and enjoy life. So you can't tell people what to do and how to live their lives, but you have to look out for yourself. So I'm considering taking that leave of absence for now until this thing passes over, and I just have to do what's best for me. So, and not that I'm living in fear or anything like that, but God does give us wisdom. And if I see things that's going on that I feel like it's not the proper way of what the guidelines are, and when I say I don't have direct contact with patients, I do have some degree of contact with them, especially like if I have to speak with someone about a bill or balance or whatever, I have to go and be face to face with that patient. Or seeing people walking through the hospital and they don't know which way to go, and I'm always giving people directions. So I'm constantly in contact like that in a sense. But, you know, I commend all the nurses and doctors and people that have that direct contact with patients, because you just don't know. You just don't know. But as far as my job, yes, it's essential to keeping the business going. But at the same time, I feel like I don't really know. But you guys, this is not about my issues and work and all of that, because I'm thankful to have a job. Don't get me wrong, because there's some people that wish they were still working during these times. But at the same time, it's very risky to work. So it's kind of a catch-22. But anyway, back to this project. So I put the gems on there, and I was using some of these, the sticker gems from Hobby Lobby. And when I placed that, I used the whole row of the gems, and I should have trimmed it down just a little bit. I wish I would have trimmed it, the width of it as well, and not have it so wide on this part, but it's fine. So I had to trim down that excess because it wouldn't fit into the rings. So I had to trim that excess off to get it to slide in the rings properly. So yeah. So I took the other set of gems. It's like a row of 8 gems, and I cut it in half, and then I decided to make it strips of 3, and then I left those 2 single strips so that I can place those on the metal, the thin metal piece that's going around that holds the glass. And then I put a strip of 3 on the glass at the top, and then a strip of 3 on the metal that's the bottom plate for the glass. So as you can see here, I was trying to figure out where I wanted to place these gems. So I'm placing the 1 strip of gems on this ring that holds the glass. And I love these adhesive gems from Hobby Lobby. The adhesive on them is very, very, very sticky. They hold pretty good, so I didn't have to use any hot glue in addition. I mean, of course, if you're using these, you can if you want to, but I think that it holds up pretty good. And then this is a strip of 3 that I'm going to be placing on the metal on the bottom. I don't know what was up with that paint can, but I have had those cans of paint for months. But that was a brand new can. I'd never used that one, but it did not want to spray out. And when I did get it spraying, it would spray a little bit, and then I kept having to stick a pin in it to unclog it. And then it took forever for this to dry, and I still have paint on my hands because it wasn't completely dry when I was putting this together. So I don't know what was up with that, but anyway, I was glad that I had some on hand. And then this strip of 3 on the top part of the glass. So that's the way I decided to design it. So you guys, if you have these things at home, design it however you want. I always stress that You know, my style may not necessarily be your style. You can always make things your own, do it your own way to fit your style. So that's how the glass is looking. And I also added one more single strip to the glass itself below the thicker strip of bling. So this is the final look. I decided to place them over the mantle next to the mirror, which is also white with silver bling. But of course, I have nowhere to put anything on the wall, so I have to rotate things around just to keep these videos going. But anyway, you guys, this is the final look. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this video and you want to continue to see more like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And don't forget to turn on that post notification bell so that you'll be reminded every time I post a video. So thank you guys for watching. Of course, I can't stress it enough. You guys, be safe, be safe, be safe. I love you guys. I wish that you and your family would remain safe during this this situation that we have going on. And I just can't stress enough. Just be safe, you guys. I love you guys. And until next time, bye.